Hello my wonderful prolicious bracifers. Welcome back to the Slop Sanctuary. Today's menu. The ones and onlys. What you've all been waiting for. Side stuck guardians. But not only that. We have lore to get to. That's right. We're getting woke with this. Before we jump in and get jiggy, I just wanted to say thank all of you for being patient with me. In all honesty, my motivation's been low since school started, and I haven't had much time to be cool and awesome. Most of all, thank you so much for all the support on the last video. It makes me so happy to know that I can entertain even a small amount of people. With all the sap out of the way, let's get to the good stuff. As I said in the last video, Joel's guardian is Mrs. Eggbert. Like in Homestuck, she's his mom and stuff, but he's too formal to use that word. She does the whole baking thing, but also the prankster business. She's carrying both sides of the family businesses on her back since there was a very messy divorce between a certain jokester and troll. What a woman. She tries to get Joel to lighten up a bit, which made him pick up on pranks as a way to show affection and such. He even adopted her signature laugh. Hoo hoo hoo. Unfortunately, compared to Mrs. Eggbert's, his are a bit dry and too straightforward. But he's working on it. When Joel came down from the meteor thing, he landed in the backyard like Jane did in Homestuck, without killing anyone. That is, until Colonel Sasaka made their mistake of picking him up. Baby Joel punched him and he died. Super strength, am I right guys? Speaking of Colonel Sasaka, he'll be getting a scratch counterpart thing. But I'll make a video on that later. I love Mrs. Eggbert so much. I'm gonna have such a blast if I ever get to writing this whole thing as a comic. Next up is the love of my life. Sis Lend. First of all, you might be wondering what she's based on. What a fool you are. Aquatic maple hoop. She's a beach fanatic. Avid surfboarder and best sister of the year. Basically her whole deal is she's a chill gal that low-key doesn't give a fuck. I like to think there'd be multiple aquariums and fish homes all around her house. She'd have so many pet sharks. Only they're not actually pets. They're family. She cares a lot for Macy, and even made matching bows for them to wear. Because, if you couldn't tell, Macy is particularly fond of bows. Lore plot device for when Spurb mucks everything up. Sis is very protective. A family guy if you'd be so inclined. She stands up for what's right and doesn't let anything harm her little sister, even if she's not really great at the whole taking care of a kid full-time thing. I like her a lot. She's cool in my opinion at least. Cal. Based on Lil Cal. Not much to say on the matter. In my sick and twisted imagination, he's a really cool magician that may or may not be actual real fucking magic. Kane tries to copy his swag, but is horrid at it, and loses all their magic battles. Cal's the kind of guy that annoys their sibling when they're bored. He doesn't, like, beat Kane up like Bro Strider does Dave, but he will spook him and play little tricks. That's why Kane's hat changes colors so much. Magic tricks. He's also really bad at cooking. So bad, that he almost set the house on fire on multiple occasions, and only ever gets takeout or microwave meals. I think this would make Kane believe anything home cooked is a luxury, to be honest. Cal is an impulse buyer, and got Kane a lot of toys when he was just a little lad. Specifically a lot of Etch-a-Sketches and such. Which got Kane into drawing and just kind of making shit in general. That's where Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff come back into the frame. But that's a different topic for another video. Last on the chopping block is Bod. Like I said in the last video, this is Susie's quote-unquote guardian after her actual one died. She built this thing to take care of her, but it's not very good at doing its job. It functions similar to the time capsule in some aspects, with the whole time Earth thing. Unfortunately, the actual timer broke, and there's no access to see how much time is left for whatever it is to materialize. It has these wire arms it uses to control things around the lab Susie lives in, but also to make her breakfast and stuff like that. But Susie doesn't really like Pod, because it doesn't listen to her and isn't that good at being an actually good caretaker. Unlike her old guardian, who's the woman with the weird mouth hair. You may have been wondering about if this audio matches up with the speed paint like it's supposed to. As you may or may not have guessed, this mystery woman is based on the horror terrors, and all the eldritch fun that comes along with them. And that's all. I'm so super sorry about having this video delayed for so long. School is #NotSwag. I hope you enjoyed my little yap session, and I'll see you again when the time is right.